Hi everyone and welcome back to the Flowbonacci channel. My name is Fabio and here I want to share my passion for dragon stuff with you. And in this video I'm going to teach you how to do a pirouette. Une pirouette in French. Pirouette is a name you might hear often if you're in the juggling world, and it consists in doing a 360 on yourself while you're juggling, for example. To begin this video, I'm going to show you an exercise which is very useful to learn how to deal with cross arms situation. Here we go. Something important. On my Patreon, for just €3 a month, you can support the creation of regular, quality dragon stuff content. And for €12, gain exclusive access to the freshest tutorials, receiving them 1 year before they're released on YouTube. If Patreon aligns with your budget, your support would mean a lot. Thank you. You're gonna put your dragon on the back of your hands, fingers, stands a little bit wider than your shoulders, and you're gonna go on your right crossing arm, then on your left crossing arms. I go on my right arm is over my left one, and I go on my left arm is over my right arm. What is happening there, what is the tricky part, is the switch. Switch between my fingers are pointing in this direction regarding the stuff, and when I'm gonna switch and cross arm, my fingers gonna point on the other direction. So it might not seem obvious, but if we look at this same move from another perspective, which is keeping the pole of the dragon staff still, my hand will do this move, pointing this direction, then pointing in this direction. You get to do a pivot on this one, which gives pivot, crossing arms, pivot, pivot, crossing arms, pivot. There are basically a few places you can do a pivot on your hand. First one is, you get to find an arch, like a bridge, like this one. On the wrist is the most common one, so you can understand that if you get a bridge, you can turn your dragon staff pole on the top of this bridge. So you get to find bridges points. You can find one here, here not really, but here works really well. You got an arch here. You got another tiny one here. Don't know if it's very visible. And you got a big one on your wrist. These are the bridges, arches, pivot points you want to play with in this whole pirouette tutorial. Find your bridges on your hand. Again, fingers or this one, and the wrist. So when you're gonna pivot, be sure you're on those ones. You're gonna begin with non-rolling dragon staff. Stance a little bit wider than your shoulders, shoulders relax, and you go on your right. So if you take a close look here, so you can practice this one, be comfortable. You can notice that when I'm crossing my arms, my shoulders are following, my plexus is facing the center of my dragon staff. So I'm finding a comfortable position, pivoting my shoulders. This way my plexus is facing the center of my dragon staff. And now, same exercise, but the dragon staff will roll on your end. You probably remember, it's one of my favorite sentence that a dragon staff is always rolling from a point A to a point B. If you want to really understand the trick in dragon staff, because it is rolling, it is very important to identify this point A and this point B. Here, we are talking about a trick that will happen only in our end surface, back of the end. So you will have from your wrist to the point of your fingers. When your dragon staff will roll away from you, it's going to roll from your wrist, point A, to your the point of your fingers, point B. And when it will roll towards you, it's going to roll from the point of your fingers, point A, to your wrist, point B. And this is why you're going to pivot here on the point of your fingers and on your wrists. Now let's do this exercise with your dragon staff rolling. When your dragon staff will be in front of you, it's gonna roll away from you, from your wrist to the point of your fingers. When you're gonna have your arm closed, it's gonna roll towards you until your wrists. So if you want to decompose that move, put your dragon staff on your wrists. Let it roll to the point of your fingers. Stop it. Cross your arms while pivoting. Still on the point of my fingers. Rolling towards me until it reaches my two wrists. Pivot in front of me, rolling away. Fingers, stop, pivoting on the point of my fingers, here, rolling towards me until the dragon staff pole is reaching my two wrists, pivoting, rolling away. It's a little bit work on precision, but once again, if you can do things slowly, it's going to be easy to speed them up. The opposite is not always right. So practice this exercise. Wrist, wrist, rolling away, point of my fingers, pivoting, let it roll towards me until it reaches my wrists, pivoting, rolling away until it reaches point of my fingers, here, pivoting, it's still the point of my fingers, rolling towards me until it reaches my wrists, pivoting, rolling away. Practice that. And now you're gonna do it with a continuous rotation, continuous rolling. To start, here it's all about timing. Take your time, do things slowly, find the body logic and get it and nail it. Rolling away, point of my fingers pivoting, rolling towards wrists, rolling away, point of my finger pivot wrist, pivot rolling towards me till my wrists, pivot rolling away, and speed it up. can notice while you're watching the dragon staff heads that even if it's a slow rolling, it's a continuous rolling. From another angle. And that's it. Now that you get the upper body theory and training, we are going to talk about your feet. So let's get down. Hello, see me? So feet placement. What is happening during dragon staff pirouette is this. Very simple. If I want to turn on my right, on this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to turn on your right. I'm going with my left foot over my right one. Feet crossed. Legs crossed. Turning. Turning. I got my right leg in front of my left one, and I'm uncrossing with the left leg. Very simple. Leg, cross, I'm turning. Again. When you're turning, it's more elegant from my point of view to turn on the point of your finger than on your heel. So you can maybe notice that this is, from my point of view, less elegant than this. It's a point of view. Make your own choice, but we are humanly made to stand on the point of our feet. We are made to turn on the point of our feet, not on our heels. It's a point of view. Once again, left leg coming in front, turning 180 degree, 180 degree, left leg coming back in the initial position. Practice this, be comfortable. Be sure that you don't have to watch your feet. Look at the horizon. And you got it. Okay, now let's jump in the trick. First, without rolling, you're gonna put your dragon staff on the back of your hands, back of your fingers. Stance a little bit wider than your shoulders. Comfortable leg stance, a little bit wider than your shoulders too. Shoulder stance. To turn on your right, you're gonna toss your dragon, cross your arms. The right arm over, cross your legs, left leg in front. Turn 180, pivoting, arms are uncrossed, Continue. Crossed, uncrossing my leg, toss, uncrossing my arm. Again, toss, cross. If you want to turn right, your right arm will be over the left one. Right arm over if you want to turn right. If you want to turn right, left leg in front of the other one. Turn 180. Turn 180. Uncross your legs. Toss and cross your arms. You can do the toss, crossing the arm, crossing the legs in the same time to gain some time. Train this exercise until you're comfortable in the timing. It's all about timing. It's not complicated. It is just tiny moves that needs to be done in a good timing. Now it's time to make it roll. So you remember the beginning of this tutorial talking about point A rolling to a point B, and this is what's going to happen. We're going to roll in front of us. The rolling will roll away. When I'm going to turn, it's going to roll towards me. Before you do a complete rolling, I offer you to decompose once again. Put your dragon on your wrists. Toss, cross. Right arm over. Legs crossed. Rolling away until it reaches my fingers. 180 degrees above my head. Rolling towards me until my wrists, 180 degrees, rolling my fingers. I can uncross my legs, toss and cross my arms. Again, wrists, rolling away, toss, wrists, leg, rolling away until it reaches the fingers. Above my head, pivot, rolling towards me. Wrists, pivoting, pivoting, rolling away, uncross, toss. Once again. Wrists, toss, crossed, wrists, cross my legs, rolling to the fingers, above my head, rolling towards me, wrists, pivot, uncross my legs, rolling away, toss and cross, wrists, toss, cross, leg, rolling away, fingers, stop, pivot, fingers, rolling towards me, wrist, stop, pivot, uncross, toss, uncross, roll away. Flowbonacci is a brand I created in 2017, and this is the second design, the Trying, and it's really optimized to keep rotational inertia. It is very useful, especially in these tricks where you don't have a lot of distance between the point A and the point B, to keep your dragon staff rolling. If you get a dragon staff that has a little bit less inertia and you can't really accelerate it between the point A and the point B, it will stop. With this one, it will slow down but not stop. This is the Trying unbeatable rotational inertia. So if you want to purchase dragon staff like this one, please visit my website. I'll drop a link down below. Thanks in advance for checking my creations. And now you're fully ready to do it with a continuous roll. Remember, slow rolling. Slow rolling means you got more time to do things. And enjoy. Here we go. Wrist, rolling away. How to enter this trick? For example, from a classic Chi-roll, rolling away, paddling backward, you will have to do a little toss to synchronize. What do I mean by synchronizing? That a Chi-roll is basically a split time. It's a 1-2. When I got on one side the dragon on my wrist, the other one is on my arm. And vice versa. Wrist, arm. It's split time. Same times or synchronized will be elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Shoulder, shoulder, elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. And as soon as you got your wrist, wrist position, you can enter the pirouette. So from a classic Chi-roll, split time, one side, one arm will do a little toss to synchronize, wrist, wrist, little toss, and coming back to my classic chill roll. Again, little toss, synchronize, waiting for the wrists. And that's it. I really like this tiny trick because it's a tiny touch, but it's very stylish from my point of view. If I put it in a flow, it's like putting a little flower on a table. It's a tiny detail. Little pretty thing. Hope you'll enjoy. And that's it for this Dragon Staff Pirouette tutorial video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, write me a comment, I'll be happy to read and answer. But most important, keep it spinning and have fun. Ciao.